previous video in this series, we showed you how to obtain information about a share that is specific to that share, like the information shown directly below the menu bar on any share that is open on your screen at the time. In this video we want to show you where else you can get information about shares or the range of shares on the stock market. In order to do so, you click on News. Now you see there are three services open to you, or three options. The first one is called RSS News Feed. Second one is Stock Exchange News Service, or SENS. And the third one is Comments for the last 3 days. For the RSS News Feed, which is very useful because it brings you up-to-date news, you need to be connected to the internet. But let me show you how this actually works. You click on this item, it quickly loads a menu, and we are now connected to the internet, where we have local news and we got international news. Opening up the local news button, you will see two other news services, News24 and SABC News. If you click on any one of these, it opens up yet another window, and you can see that the latest articles which are available on the Fin.24 website are now available to you immediately in your program. As you can see here, this article here, Watchdog targets Tiger again, was opened by us before, and I'm just going to quickly load it again so you can actually see what is going on here. Then we can say read on. Now it will load the entire article. Let me maximize the screen into your screen, and now you are in a position to read whatever is on the Fin.24 site about this particular article. Wanting to go to any other different articles, you can just click on any one of these and it will take you there immediately. Similarly, you can look what its SABC News is, and you can see what items SABC has got. Please remember that these are not all the articles shown. By pulling this window down, you can see a lot more that was actually published at an earlier time, and the times are all shown here next to it as well. We also have got international news from the New York Times, and we can look at World Business, or you can look at Money or Your Money magazine. So there is quite a large amount of news available to you, which runs what could be running in the background, provided you are attached to or you have your internet connection open all the time. By the time that you watch these videos, we will more than likely have added quite a few more news services to this particular feature of the RSS feeds. To get out of it again, you just click on this button here, and it brings you back to where you were before. Now, another very useful source of information is the Stock Exchange News Service. Every company that makes an announcement that takes an action rather, that could affect the share price, has to, by the rules from the JSE, to make publicize the announcement via the JSE, and or they should also publish it in one of the newspapers. Because there is a lot of information available here, the database is quite extensive. It takes a little while to load this program, but what you see in the front of you are all the Stock Exchange News Service messages since the last download date you did. So in other words, here are the dates in when these Stock Exchange News Services messages were published, and they also have all the names of the shares. It gives you the full name of the company, and it gives you the subject abbreviated as it is published on the JSE Stock Exchange. It's a useful source of information, And if you want to see anything on a specific share, you can always find it here if there was anything in the last few days. Another very useful part of the information or the news button is the comments. Now, as you can see at the moment, we've got Woolies on our screen. If you want to look at the comments for the last 3 days that have been published, you click on there, and on your left hand side you see a grayed out window that gives you all the names of those companies or shares or indicators, like it is on the JC over here, that have been updated with a new comment. For instance, if you click on Netcare, you immediately have the comment for Netcare in front of you. Tells you the directors, the brand names, the major shareholders, and all the details that we looked at or we spoke about before. Again, to close this window, you click on Done, and you're back to the screen where you were before. Please do bear in mind, of course, that whenever you are looking at a share, you can always look at the comment for that share, specifically for that share, or you can look at the Stock Exchange news service for that share by clicking on either of these two icons at the top, like current company comments, and by clicking here it will load the comment specifically for Woolies because that's the one you were looking at, or by clicking on the next icon, which is the Sense message, and this one will show you the latest message on Sense, and you can see all the messages for Woolworths that have been published since, well, this particular case since April 2008, so the last year. And here are all the subjects that you can look at if you wish to. Like, for instance, if you wanted to look at the group results, well, here they are. You just click on there and it opens the group results. Going back takes you back to where you were before, and clicking on the X button takes you back to the share where you were looking at before. Please do remember to use this feature. It is very useful. It gives you all the information you need about shares in general, or also about specific shares, as well as new items that happen throughout the day.